Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play HOI4 Kaiserreich as Yugoslavia. Let us continue off we last left off. So, we are currently fighting in the Second Weltkrieg. We've killed the Italians, which is pretty good for us. And I'm thinking, well, we're trying to also help our way, push our way towards Paris. We can actually kill the French sooner rather than later. Ireland's also capitulated. Iceland's Iceland. Who cares about what Iceland has to say about anything, really? But some of these French troops have like 1,500 defense, which is just absolutely insane to me. What do you want me to do? You want me to do war propaganda against Mexico? Again, we don't need to do that because we're already at 100% war support. We don't need more than 100%, as far as I know, at least. You don't connect to three. Like, you can't connect here and here, right? No. You might as well keep going to where you are. And I'm thinking we just are going to slowly start just phasing some of these infantry units to being our strong 40 width units. Right now, they should have pretty decent defense. Yeah, like 132 for them, 515 for my unit. So we're in a pretty good spot, I would say. They can hold our line down towards the south. Anybody here not attacking? You're not. I am going to just make you into a 9,000 manpower, 600. Yeah, no, we're fine on all of this. Yeah, infantry expert is just good for us. Do you have any upgrades you can get? No. Do you have any upgrades you can get? The answer is no. What if I was to upgrade you guys as well? You'd still be fine. So we're going to get 3 of you guys be 30 combat with, or 40 combat with, I should say. We do need significantly more infantry equipment, for sure, in the long run. And your attack skill should be pretty good once you can actually engage in the front line, of course. It's going to take you a moment to actually get all the equipment that you need. But slowly pushing our way through the front, through the French line is nice for us. How is air superiority looking for us? They have a lot of planes. They have a lot of fighters, which is unfortunate. But it is what it is. We've actually been pushed back slightly, which is unfortunate. Flanders has taken over you. The CSA is pushing her way through Canada, which is quite bad. Line artillery, support companies. Let's just do line artillery. It'll actually make our 40 combat with units a lot stronger as well. Yes, keep on pushing. You'll probably push your way through here. You can probably help push your way through these guys. Even your tanks have pretty high defense. Base value modified by 268%. Really good. We are going to be crossing a river here, which does have some problems with it. We're also going to need to get slightly more oil. I think just one more should be enough for us to actually start gaining it, though. Yes, as long as we're earning more fuel than we're spending, we're going to be looking pretty good. Chief of Navy is meaningless. Go for the more breakthrough. More breakthrough seems okay. The Spanish line's been pretty much stagnant. You guys, I'm assuming, are on, like, naval invasion orders. You're going to try and navally invade Ireland. It doesn't make any sense because we've already taken over Ireland. But sure, whatever. You know, it is what it is. Let's go take over you. I've noticed that this territory is actually going to the French Republic, which is bad because that means Germany isn't going to be putting troops in this area. Which actually only harms us, which is, you know, not really what we want at all. Okay, Kiev has fallen. Nobody's moving into this territory quite yet. We're still defending you quite nicely. I mean, I would like to train up more troops. We're actually slightly in a deficit for rifles. I'm trying to think, like, what can I do to help out here? Because, like, if Germany doesn't have military access, like, there's nothing I can do to help. Sure, let's get a bonus towards artillery. That seems okay. Yeah, because this went to you, not to Germany. Which, it actually just only harms us. Which is unfortunate. '89, 90, 91. Again, we might as well just not be in this territory then. And only defend the area that the Entente actually controls. Because the Germans will hold on to that territory. So I guess our goal right now is just push our way towards this port province. So that, we can maybe get some reinforcements in here. Japan's declared war on Germany's Asia. That is completely okay by us. I mean, Germany's at war with a lot of people as well. Not as much as the French are, though. France is in a bad, bad spot. Okay, we're still looking okay on this. Then more infantry units up towards the north. Let's send our big lads into here. Because they do pretty decent damage. And of course, you're going to run towards the port province. The other cavalry, what is not going to the port province, is actually going to make their way up to here. Now, that seems okay for us. Yeah, so just kind of move our units through here. If we take the port province, all these French troops are going to be completely stuck, which helps us out a decent amount. And if we can start surrounding Paris, that would be nice. God, they have saved so many units around here. Which I'm surprised. Like, how many troops does France have? Somewhere between 100 and probably like 150 units. Which is a significant amount. None of you guys have capitulated quite yet. Romania is not in any... Are they the only country? Well, you're one of the few countries that are actually not in any faction right now. Got 92. I would like to take Paris. Because France right now, we're actually still not importing enough oil. We're actually importing no oil. I'm assuming maybe the American Union State has lost a lot of ground. We get 3 oil from you. We have no convoys. For trade and supply, for naval invasion. Really? Well, that's unfortunate. You're not doing too much. And we don't want you going up into German territory. Because Germany's not going to march into these territory, then, I don't want to go into their territory. You're not doing too much. At 74, 80, so this should fall soon. And once it does, we're going to have you march here. Half of you guys are going to march up to there. You fight this guy to make sure he doesn't actually reinforce the province. Thank you. And I have noticed that this area has no soldiers in it, which is really, really, really dangerous. Please go reinforce that so we don't get completely encircled. And I'll be a complete idiot if I lose all my units. You don't want to be here. Why not? What's your problem with this one province that you actually don't want to send units in to defend it? Paris has a level 7 fort in it. Like, you also don't want to be here, either. And I'm not too sure what your problem with those provinces are. This should fall. It's going to surround, what is that, 7 international divisions. We lost another convoy to a British submarine. A bit of a shame. And you actually are starting to push your way into Spain, which is not great. Like, why are you trying to leave, though? That's what I find the most confusing part. Is that I'm not too sure why the AI is kind of doing what the AI does. Well, this area is still secure. How are you guys on manpower right now? Not a lot. You have more. Germany has a decent amount. So the French don't have the capacity, I think, to kind of continuously fight for too much longer. I guess we'll get more infrastructure for right now. Okay, now you want to stay in this province. I mean, I guess that's... I was going to say that's an upgrade, but it's actually not, because now you want to keep moving. You don't want to be here. But why do you not want to be there is the million-dollar question. Okay, we did build Marines, or we researched Marines. Let's make a handful of those guys, of course, because we want them to be used for the invasion of Britain. Research slot. We have 2 research slots available. Let's go for you, and then we'll go for you. And I think that seems decent enough. Like, we're still holding our ground down here. You have to stay here. Why do you not want to be here? It's like, I can't leave this alone. Because if I do, you're going to leave this province abandoned. Why will you leave it abandoned? I don't know. I just know that you will. Please stop. Fallback line in this province. You just stay here, please. Just stay there. It's all you have to do. You guys attack this guy down to make sure they don't reinforce here. It is a level... It's only level 1 for it. It's already been destroyed, so it's not too bad for us. Thank you for all your supplies. I appreciate it tenfold. And of course, you're reinforcing it as well. You two stay here. Okay? Interestingly enough, they also don't want to go to these provinces to kind of hold the... I don't know why they want to go down there either. It's very strange. Like, where they are right now, I think is okay. And you can see like France's strength meters are slowly going downwards because they don't have the manpower necessary to reinforce all their armies. Like what recruitment law are you on? You're on extensive. Okay. How many troops do you guys have? 45 to 111. That's way more than I would have expected you to have, which is a little bit scary. And Canada is still doing horribly against the CSA, which is not fantastic. How many men have we lost? We've lost 153,000 men. Again, we've still killed way more than we've lost. How much have we lost against Britain? We haven't killed that many British troops. Killed 75 or 75 Italians, 75,000 Italians. But the numbers are looking good for us. Like, I'm not worried about our position necessarily. I'm a little bit worried that when Russia eventually actually gets to the German border, they'll pull too many troops off of the French line, which is a little bit worrying. I mean, that's a pretty strong Reichspakt. You gotta admit, that's a pretty powerful Reichspakt right there. How many troops do you guys have, Austria? 46 to 120. And how many of those guys do you think are actually on the front line? Apparently they have a bunch just sitting in Rome. I'm not too sure what their goal there is. You're all... I mean, you're a level 4 fort, which is pretty big. We want to try to get to surround here if at all possible. I mean, killing you... And again, making our way towards the ports. Just so the Entente can maybe send some units into this little pocket. Would be nice. 71. You're not sending more units into here. As far as I can tell, at least. Okay, you're trying to counterattack into us. That province has fallen. 94. More units are flooding in. Okay, we've gotten a surround on you, which is great. Do not, under any circumstances, actually be a part of this, though. If Germany wants to deal with that, they can deal with it themselves. We should take this port. I'm imagining it's going to go to us. But it might also go to... If it goes to Germany, that's a bit of a shame. No, okay, it did go to our forces. And right now, yeah, Germany will be here. I still don't know why you hate this one province so much. Yeah. Just front line. There we go. Keep you there for right now. Don't want to be in German territory whatsoever. Barcelona has fallen, which is a bit of a shame, but it's really not a huge concern for us, I think. We'll see if the French or anybody actually decides to send troops up towards Paris. By the way, you're doing the same thing where you don't want to be here. Why don't you want to be in these provinces? What's so bad about them that you, under no circumstances, want to be there? Very confusing. Maybe the AI is a little bit broken because of our military access, but I don't think that that doesn't seem right either. So I'm not too sure. Because if you're here, you immediately want to leave. Like, you don't want to be in this province. I mean, getting us around on Paris would be nice. Your manpower is going up. Maybe, I guess you haven't completely finished your conscription laws there. France right now is at 83% towards capitulation, which is nowhere near where we want them to actually be at. Did any of our allies actually draw front lines here? Yes. The French Republic said it looks like they're going to send 13 divisions up north. When will they be here? I got no clue. But according to the front lines, there are 13 divisions on their way, which I appreciate. Can't do anything else here. Farm subsidies, I don't think makes any benefit for us. I mean, just getting 150 tanks. That doesn't sound so bad, right? Is this another province that the AI doesn't want to be in? No, the AI will actually stay here. No, they won't. No, I'm an idiot. The problem... I apologize. The problem is that I've been fucking doing Spearhead this entire time. And I apologize for my idiocy, which I'm pretty sure somebody in the comments has probably been saying for the last episode or two what the problem was. So, whoops. That is entirely my own bad. It's a very simple mistake that I really should not have made. You guys really aren't doing anything at all, huh? Okay, I mean, Ukraine's almost dead for sure. When Ukraine dies, Austria's probably gonna send a lot of troops up that way. The major French counterattack, which we should be able to weather, I imagine. Well, I can send one more infantry to reinforce there. But I do think that for right now, it's going to be a good time for us to end this episode. Thanks everybody for watching, my name is Quam. If you've enjoyed, put a thumbs up. Not enjoyed, thumbs down. Want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.